Yo, what's good? This is Rated R, the foundation of Black America, aka the American Maroon. You know what I'm talking about? And let's get straight to this. And let me set the tone first of what's really going on, right? Earlier today, right, I was just round the house, getting ready to take care of some business. And I usually have the news on, or the news is on, you know, just on TV. I wasn't even actually watching it. I was just, like I say, moving around, getting ready to take care of some business, right? And I overheard the Tulsa news, Fox 23 News, Tulsa, say something about bringing awareness to the large percent of black women in North Tulsa that gets abused. And immediately I was like, oh my God, here we go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to set the tone of that. To set the tone of what I'm talking about here right now. Now, if you look at the picture on the screen, I put this picture up here for a very important reason. Now, some people might say, well, what this picture here got to do with domestic abuse in North Tulsa or just anywhere in the world, but I'm specifically talking about Tulsa. What does this picture have to do with that? It got everything to do with it. And I'm going to get into it. Now, I want to try to play a clip real quick. Fair use. I'm not getting paid for this. Or nothing like that right there. I hear a lot of YouTubers say that, so I think I know for sure I better say it. I'm small time, if that. But fair use. I want to play a clip and I want to unpack what's going on with this lady, Shelby Torrance, this sister right here. I don't know who she is. I looked up some of her social media pages. They look very suspect. I don't know if she's a Foundation of Black American. I don't know if she's a black immigrant. Her social media pages just look real suspect, you know, like she just on social media, but to basically monitor. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to play a clip from her on the news real quick. And hopefully it can be heard through this mic, because I want to unpack what she's saying.
Stigma in getting help for domestic abuse.
We are taught to be strong and we are to be protective of our families and our friends, our neighbors, our community. And so when we reach out for help, it could be seen as a sign of weakness.
Okay, now, Miss Shelby Torrance is saying basically that black women are taught to be strong and independent and all of that. Everybody knows that. But my question to you, Miss Torrance, is who teaches that? Who teaches that? Who teaches black women to be strong and independent? And if you say that you need help, from a man, it's seen as weakness. Okay, what is the root to that teaching? All right, let's finish off. Let's hear more of what she's saying.
And also just the fear of being judged on the way that we present ourselves. A lot of times people think that black women are aggressive.
Torrance was just...
Why do people think black women are aggressive? Where did that propaganda come from, Miss Torrance? All right, let's play some more.
As one of a panel of speakers at a special community meeting held at Friendship Church in North Tulsa Wednesday night. Davis says in Oklahoma, black women make up 8% of the state population, but suffer nearly 25% of female domestic violence and homicides. Tracy Lyle is the CEO of Davis.
It's concerning. If we have a segment of our population that is, adversely impacted by violence and disproportionate to other parts of our community, it's worth putting our time into and having some conversations and bringing.
It's concerning. Now, this is a white lady, a suspected white supremacist female. And you want to talk about, you dare bring up the dysfunctions of North Tulsa. You dare bring up the dysfunctions of North Tulsa, knowing after the 1921 race massacre that everybody was economically deprived of resources to be able to take care of their families and such. And you want to act like you don't understand why it's a lot of dysfunction there? and instead just try to make it seem like all black men is over there abusing women, which is not true. And that's the point of this video that I'm finna bust out. But let's finish the rest of this story right here.
Awareness to this part of the community.
The meeting talks about some of the barriers people face reaching out for help. Torrance says some women have a fear of getting help because of a possible backlash from the community.
So a lot of times people fear that they're going to be called a snitch or that they turned their back on the black man.
No. Another lie. Because first of all, that's a lie. A snitch? I'll tell you what, let's just finish the video. Let's finish the video.
And that they are no longer supporting their community and that it's the survivor's fault that that person is going to jail.
Tulsa police were also at the meeting. They say they're...
Now, she said that, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to break down everything they're saying. First of all, in the foundation of Black American community, if it is a man there, a black American man, they're terrorizing a woman, unless they're married, and even if they're married, that woman, I guarantee you, has an uncle, a brother, a grandpa, a ex, or anything that would knock that man's head off if he just really abusing a woman like that. Black men are not even in position. First of all, if you want to be an abuser, you got to be in a position to even do that. And everybody knows black men are in no position to be abusing no woman. Now, they may be getting calls from drug addicts. They may be getting reports from females who on drugs. Her and her man do drugs, then they get high, cuss each other out, start fighting and shit. You see, separate those type of calls from decent, upstanding black men. Foundation of Black American men. We need to separate the two, because the decent, upstanding foundation of Black American men, they are not even in a position to abuse no black women. Most of the black women run the black community economically. Why? Because the white supremacists have deemed it to be. Look at this picture right here on the screen. This is where the root to a lot of that shit started. You take a typical black woman. She goes to work. She goes on a job. Goes to a job interview. Let's just start there. She goes to a job interview. This is what it is. This suspected white supremacist male right here, he'll definitely hire her. And not only will he hire her, he lusting for her. Deep down, this sister don't want him. But again, the white supremacists have economically deprived our area. And we talking about North Tulsa here? The home of Black Wall Street? The white supremacists have economically deprived the area, have put the men completely out of position to be able to provide. So this is what women are left with right here on this picture. She don't want to be with this guy. If anybody's doing any abusing, it is the white supremacist male and the female in some cases. Every time you could, Fox 23 News, you can scroll down Fox 23 News right now just on their YouTube channel. And every time you look around, it's some kind of white supremacist male in an alpha position getting busted for child pornography and things of that nature. All kind of crap. You know, just pedophile acts and things of that nature. Now these are white supremacists in leadership positions being busted with stuff like this. What do you think some kind of nasty sex freak on the job or supervisor and a black woman got to work with this guy every day just to take care of her kids and things of that nature? Let's take a typical single black woman, even if she's in a relationship, because they don't respect no marriage. They don't respect no black marriage. Imagine what this black woman is going through, just trying to keep her job. So she done been getting damn near raped all day and sexually harassed all day on the job just to keep the job from her boss. Then she has to go home and take all of that frustration and all of that shit with her back home. See what I'm saying? Then she get home and the same foundational black American man that her white supremacist boss wouldn't hire is going to be at home not making much as money as her. Now, what make you think that this woman is going to put up with some abuse from that man, that black man at home? It's not happening. His name probably ain't even on the lease. She can call the police at any second and get him gone. By law, probably 30 days, he got to be gone. And y'all want to sit up here on the news and spread this propaganda and make it seem like black men just out here just dogging black women. No. Y'all need to separate the two. Y'all be getting calls from low lives in the black community, because it's low lives in every community. White community, Mexican community, it's low lives in every community. That's a fact. But since y'all want to specifically target North Tulsa, y'all taking calls from drug addicts that fight each other, mad because they ain't got their drugs and all that. And 9 times out of 10, the female drug addict probably went off on the male drug addict, and he happened to fight her to defend himself, but she know if she called the police, they going to be on her side. See what I'm saying? Y'all want to take cases like that right there and make it seem like, oh, black men just dogging out black women in large percentages. Nigga, black men ain't even in no damn position to dog nobody. Straight up. You look at the abuse in the white community, white supremacist males are in a position to dog women. They good. They can marry women. The women don't have to have a job. They can be housewives. Then you are in a position to mistreat a woman because she has dedicated her and devoted her life to her family and her children and her husband and things of that nature. So if the man ain't no good, he done got in that situation, he can dog her. Black men, for the most part, are not in that situation, unfortunately. Y'all can't have it both ways, man. Y'all can't sit up and talk about how the unemployment rate is sky high in the black community, then talk about the abuse rate is sky high as well. Black men are in no position to not even, now you can run up, here's the thing, right? Racism, white supremacy has turned so many black women into men. Do you think that a brother can just run up on a sister and just start abusing her? Man, she'll shoot the shit out that nigga. Straight up. And any real nigga who listen to me, they know I'm not lying. Real talk. Ain't no way in the hell no black man is finna run up on a sister that work 40, 50 hours a week to take care of 3 kids, or even living with a sister that's working 40, 50 hours a week trying to take care of her kids at a job that won't hire a black man that's worthy of the job. Ain't no way no nigga finna go and be mistreating no woman that he live with that make more money than him. She'll have his ass up out of there before he know it. He won't even have a place to fucking go. And y'all want to sit up here and talk about the abuse rate is high? No, y'all are projecting. This is propaganda. That's all this is, man. Propaganda. This is the root. This picture I got on this screen right here is the root to all of that shit. This is what black women go through on this day. They the abuse victims. They really the abuse victims by the white supremacists. Sisters have to go on these jobs by force. None of these sisters don't really want to have to work 50, 60 damn hours a week. But hey, we talking about North Tulsa, where men had everything going on and had women and children taken care of until the 1921 race massacre. That is economic deprivation. Straight up. And it's still from generation to generation to generation to right now, July 13, 2023, we still suffer the consequences from that. And they're going to get on here and act like, well, wait, we need to have a conversation about the dysfunction. Man, get the fuck out of here. Word up. Ain't no conversation about no dysfunction. Y'all spread propaganda just to make black men look bad. That's all it is. Black American men. Y'all making them look bad. Ain't no black American men in no position to dog they damn woman out. They look at a woman, let them have a goddamn place to stay. It's hard for a black American male to even maintain a good job, getting fired for no reason. Matter of fact, you want to say black American men is abusing black women? Fool, get out of here. Black women get moved up on the job by the white supremacists for dogging out a black man. You would get it. Hey, I tell you what, if you're a sister and you're a hard working sister and you really want to move up on the job, show your disdain and disrespect for black American men, and they'll let you right in. I mean, there's only so far them white women gonna let you go, but you're gonna get higher than a black man will. You get rewards for disrespecting black men. You get upped on the job for disrespecting black men. Shit, I know myself from experience. And y'all gonna sit up here and throw out this propaganda like that, this lie, that a large percentage of black women. No, a large percentage of losers and drug addicts who fight each other, male and female, them the ones who make most of them damn calls. And the drugs that they own, the white supremacists are the one who put it in the neighborhood. So knock it off with this bullshit, man. Word up. Stop, man. Y'all, man, come on, man. It's 2023, man. It ain't 1963 no more where you can just say a lie, nobody can't counter it. I can debunk that bullshit in a minute, and I'm just coming off the head. Man, if I had time to sit back and really dig deep and write some notes, man, I would debunk this bullshit so quick. And again, who is this Shelby Torrance woman? Who are you to speak for the North Tulsa black community? I went to your Facebook pages, and it looked real weird to me. See, you sure you could be a planet teller, a black immigrant from another country somewhere. You have no real connection to our culture. You just sit back and listen to the little popular trends and all of that. And you know, they might see it as snitching and all this kind of nonsense. You see what I'm saying? Man, come on, man. Who are you to speak for our community like that? Who are you? Where are you from? Where's your family from? Are you a foundational black American? Because you don't sound like it. Because you cannot talk about the dysfunction in North Tulsa unless you talk about the root to the dysfunction, and that is economic deprivation from the white supremacists. Point blank, period. You cannot discuss it. You can't go in there and talk about the symptoms. If you take a child to the hospital, you ain't going over there just to find out what the symptoms is. You know what the symptoms is. That's why you took them to the hospital. You take them to the hospital or to the doctor so you can find out the root to the problem that causes the symptoms. So knock it off with this junk. Don't know black men abuse black women. And even if now I'm not saying it don't happen, but even the times I have seen it happen, it's usually an Uncle Tom brother. He could be a coon FBA nigga that then kissed a bunch of white ass at work, and got in a pretty good position, and the white supremacists like him because he ain't got no confidence, so they let him work above all the other black Americans. You know what I'm saying? They could do just as better than he is. But they won't allow it. It's usually that guy who be at work with the white supremacists making good money. As a black American man, he making good money around the white supremacists. But the white supremacists are degrade him every day on the low for their own fun, and you see what I'm saying, and things like that, for fun and glory and all that type of shit. Then he internalizes that, and then he takes that shit home. Well, I might be a punk out here to these white supremacists to keep my job, but when I go home, I am the man, and all that shit. I've seen things like that before. Older guys, I've seen that type of shit before. They take that shit home with them, and then they mistreat their wives and stuff like that. But guess what? It ain't that many of them, because it ain't gonna let that many black men maintain a good job like that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't have it both ways, man. See, you can't, ain't no brothers running around here abusing no goddamn women. I mean, shit. I'm not saying it don't happen, but the way they putting it, like it's just, oh my God, it's just a large, this is exactly what and I'm gonna post a link in the description. This is exactly what it's saying. This organization brings awareness to large percent of black women, domestic violence in the black community in North Tulsa. Man, if y'all don't get the hell out of here with that. Real talk, man. Y'all talking a bunch of drug. Y'all done got calls up from some drug addicts who abusing themselves, abusing each other. Ain't no upstanding foundation of black American man and no upstanding foundation of black American woman fighting each other like that or even doing that type of shit. They might even be at odds with each other, but they not doing that, and probably ain't even at odds with each other. I know they not doing that. And then even if it's even to the guys, even to the men, even to any black American men from the ratchet class of black American men, because every culture has a ratchet class. So even them, ain't no sister finna put up with that shit unless she's having trauma herself. They not even wording this shit the right way. You see what I'm saying? Peace.